We have Cheryl from City of Dayton. She's going to tell us about the preferred landlord. Is that what it is?
Preferred landlord program.
Okay, so let's,
Yep.
we have to turn on. Let's welcome her to, with Greater Dayton Area. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Hi, everybody. Is it working?
It is working.
Yes? Okay. So when I got up this morning, I did not know this is where I was going to be tonight. And I really don't know what I'm going to say because I had no time to prepare for this. But just to give you a little background information, I spent more decades than I care to admit managing apartment communities. And so the director of the Mediation Center saved me from that about 4 years ago. Is that good? Yes? Thanks, Marcia. And so I don't do that anymore on a daily basis. I'm now working for the city as a mediator and a case manager for the Dayton Mediation Center. For those of you who don't know, Dayton has a mediation center. If you live or work in the city limits of Dayton, our services are free. So if you're having, shameless plug for the mediation center. So if you're having problems or issues with residents or anybody that you're having conflicts or difficulties with, and you need some help having a conversation with them, give us a call, because that's what we do, is we help people talk about really difficult things. And so if you live or work in Dayton, we're free. So I don't know why, but last year our director was asked by her boss in the planning and development portion of the city to help put together a preferred property program for the city of Dayton. Commissioner Joseph, this is his baby, and it's really important to him. So Michelle, our director, and Commissioner Joseph got together and we talked about what can we do to help the city improve its image as far as rental properties go in the city, because I think, you know, we all know that maybe Dayton doesn't have the best image, and when it comes to looking for housing, it's not always everybody's first choice to be in the city limits of Dayton, and Dayton wants to change that. And so part of changing that is to find a way to improve the quality of the rental housing that's within the city limits of Dayton. So for the past year, Michelle and I have been meeting with members of the Greater Dayton Apartment Association and Sham and Marcia here with this association, and they've been really active in helping us put together this program. It's live now and it's on the city's website. Everybody should have a handout that looks like this. It's a PowerPoint presentation. It's in black and white. So if you don't have one, please raise your hand so we can make sure that you get one. So here's a gentleman here. This PowerPoint presentation is going to be presented to the City Commission next week. Sham and Marcia are also going to be there. And you know, if there are any questions that the City Commission has, then they'll have a chance to ask it. But that commission presentation is going to be broadcast live, of course, on TV. And then the city has also committed to really getting behind this program and putting it out there everywhere they can put it. Of course, the news crews will be there. Our director maybe ask some questions about it. So that'll probably end up on the news. There's also going to be a press release in the newspapers to announce this program. And the whole concept is, like I said, to improve the quality of the rental property that we have in the city of Dayton. So I have about 10 handouts here for anyone who is interested in maybe getting in on it quickly, because as we were talking today, Michelle and I were talking about how some of the people who get in first might be people who get more recognition or notice from the press, the news media, you know, in print and social media. The city will have this on all their Facebook pages, and they're just going to plaster the city with it. It is a brand new program, so we're going to take baby steps into it and see how it goes. But the concept is, as an owner of rental properties, you'll go to the website and you'll click on the submit your property for, to apply. And then there are some criteria that your property has to meet. And you'll find all of that on the website as well. You'll have the fire department, they'll come and, what's the word I'm looking for?
They'll do a safety inspection on your property.
They'll do a safety
There'll
inspection for
be
your property.
Egress and smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, but all they're looking at is safety issues.
And then the housing department will also do an inspection, and don't freak out about that. It's just an exterior inspection to make sure that everything on the outside of the property is safe and it appears to be habitable. So once you've completed all of the criteria the city has set forth on the website, you'll submit an application, and it's per property. So you can apply, if you have some properties that maybe won't meet the criteria, that's fine. Put in the ones that do meet the criteria. Managers and owners will be certified as preferred property owners and managers. And so that's going to give you a visibility on the city's website as well. And so at some point, the city will be letting everyone know through all kinds of advertising that if you're looking for a place to live in the city of Dayton, this is where you go. Go to the website and you'll find on the city's website the property owners and managers who have been vetted by the city, certified by the city, and you can feel good about choosing this person and this person's property as a place to live. And so what we really want to do is help you guys and people who own property in the city of Dayton. We want to help you too and get your properties out there and make sure people consider your properties when they're looking for a place to live in the city area. So that's what it's about, and I have 10 handouts if anybody's interested, and I'll make sure that I'll bring them to you. If you raise your hand, if you want to get started and maybe you want to be one of the first ones to go to the website and give it a try. There are phone numbers to call, so if you get in there and start wandering around on the website and you find yourself a little confused or a little lost, there are phone numbers there for you to contact people as well in the planning division of the city.
Is this what you want to have?
That is it, yeah.
Okay. So who would like to have an application?
Yay.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions?
Raise your left hand if you have questions, right hand for the application.
Don't confuse that man.
Well, but she's up there asking questions, and if they're holding their hand up for the form,
Now, you've got to be in the city of Dayton to qualify.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to live yourself in the city of Dayton, but the properties that you want to submit need to be within the city limits of Dayton.
Okay. If you got any questions, now's the time to ask them.
So we hope that you all consider participating. And by the way, if you know other people who have rental properties in the city limits of Dayton, please let them know about the program as well.
There, you will get a seal for
Yes.
the door so that when people drive by, they can see it and say, hey, this property is a good clean house. It's got everything we need in it just from the sidewalk, from the curb. So it'll be a way of denoting the better rental housing in the city of Dayton.
And so Marcia and I were having a conversation earlier this week, and I'm going to throw you under the bus here, Marcia. But she doesn't have any properties in the city limits of Dayton that she wants to put up as rental properties because they may be getting sold. And so I asked her, why does this matter to you then? Because she has hung in there with us at all the meetings and everything for the past year. And so her answer was that because it matters to her that Dayton has a better image as far as rental properties and everything go. So she stayed with us and she's been committed to it, and she's been helping us because it just matters to her. Whether she has properties to put up on the website or not, it matters to her that Dayton has a program like this and she really wants to get behind it. So we appreciate that a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.